Today in this video we are going to look at how to install the Haze process macro in SPSS. I will be using the version 28 today, but the instructions will also include how to install the process macro using older versions as well. Let me start explaining first what is it and its use. So the process is an observed variable ordinary least square regression and logistic regression path analysis modeling tool. So it's a tool that is needed to process multiple regression models. And it's widely used across the social, business, and health science. And it helps us to estimate the direct and indirect effects in single and multiple mediator models, as well as 2- and 3-way interactions in moderation models, along with simple slopes and regions of significance for probing interactions and conditional indirect effects in moderated mediation models with a single or multiple mediators or moderators. The benefits why this macro was created is to make it easier to commit to one structure for analyzing a hypothesized mediation model, or just to simply process many types of models and analyze them by using this macro like mediation, multi-mediation, mediation moderation, moderation and mediation. In quantitative studies, some research questions call for complex mediation or moderation analysis, hence why this macro, the process macro, is going to help us to expedite this process. On this slide, I'm sharing all the important links or PDFs you should have at your hand before we proceed. So it's important to download both the macro and the list of models. See the link above, because the list of models will include a visual depiction of every regression path that can be run in the process. I'm a visual person, so you will see in the next slides examples of maybe 3 or 4 models to give you an idea how this macro can process different types of models. Dr. Haze has assigned a number to each model, and you will see in the list, so you can actually pick the model directly from SPSS before processing it. These models range from simple to extremely complex, and you must match the model number to the type of regression you intend to examine, then enter the relevant variables as inputs, but we will show you this after. Just to clarify, I am using the installation on SPSS version 28, and you must also be able to run the SPSS as an administrator in order to install this macro. If you are not an administrator, you need to contact your IT person. Now here is an example of some of the models that this process macro will allow you to pick from. So as you can see, the models 1 to 2, they are one of the simplest, and going if you look at the model 67, which shows you the multiple interaction effects between different models, so it can get really complex, hence why Dr. Haze created this macro for us. And now let's dive into the actual showing you how to install the macro. So as you can see, I have inserted the link into just Google, and when you scroll down the page, you click on the download the process, and the downloading of the process macro starts immediately. So I'm just going to show you where it's saved. So it saves it in your download folder or wherever your default happens. And there you can see that you can actually use this for R as well as the SPSS softwares. So now I'm going to just to click on processing it. So now opening the folder, and I'm going to open it in SPSS, and I'm just moving some the actual processing file around, but I've saved it in my folder. Now I'm going to run the SPSS as an administrator. Okay, so while it's opening up, okay, I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to install it now. So you go to Utilities and click on the Install Custom dialog, and there I'm going to locate my extension for the process. There it is. So I'm going to open it. Okay, as you can see on the bottom, it already says it's already the processor is ready to use. Okay, but if you've got any problems, you need to contact your local IT, but you need to run it as an administrator. And how you can also validate that it has been successfully installed, if you go to Analyze under Regression, it should pop up as a separate list, okay, for the process. And this is it from the just to show you how to install it. And this concludes the installation of the process macro in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.